one of the first things you have to realize, what is the goal of the media? What is the pure goal, right? The pure goal is to get you to come back. How do you think that the media does that, Jonas?
Well, they want you to make sure that you feel that you're not missing out on any of the current events that are happening at the time. And what I think they do is they make every current event seem like that's the biggest deal in the world.
I watch the evening news with David Muir, and every night it's the same narrative. And I like the show, but it starts out, we have breaking news coming in at this moment. Well, the news was like 6 hours old. It's not breaking, but it's breaking for their show. It's always just this doom and gloom. How do we scare people to make sure they tune in? Because we probably need to tune in tomorrow night to see what the breaking news was to make sure we're going to be okay.
And there's a lot of financial news now, Roger, especially even back when 10 or 15 years ago, you didn't have a 24-hour coverage of the stock market, and you definitely didn't have a lot of people watching that. Now we're even catching our customers watching the minute or the every second of the stock market on the TV, and that really makes financial planning difficult because as you know, the markets are just going to do whatever the markets do, and if you're watching them all the time, they're either going to be two things: they're either going to be up or they're going to be down.
And the market the media focuses on what? Primarily when they're down.
The down,
right?
Yep.
The market ever says, whoa, the Dow is up 300 or 400 or 500 points. Not a big deal. In fact, here's some of the headlines, but I remember one the other night. It was on and it says the NASDAQ edges lower based upon something. Well, it was down like 0.1%. It wasn't even relevant, but it made headline news. And so I actually have a list here of a couple of them, but one of them, a record high for the NASDAQ would all come crushing down, says Trump in a tweet. Well, how do we know? Like, that's fear. A stock market correction may be imminent, JP Morgan says. Where's the positivity? It's all, hey, look, what's going to happen and all this prediction. And we refer to this as the apocalypse du jour. Did I say that right? Apocalypse du jour?
Yeah.
Because
the soup of the day, the disaster of the day.
What's going to be the disaster of the day?
Right.
Think about just the last 10 years, all the things we've been through. 20. We'll go all the way back to Y2K, right? Everybody thought that the computers were going to shut down and we'd lose everything. We had the financial crisis. We've had the debt downgrades. We've had, Ebola. We've had the swine flu. We've had all of these different events. Now we've had COVID-19. All these different events happen, and for some amazing reason, positive things keep coming out of it, right? It's probably the innovation of the things that people do to get better. If you look at what's happened with COVID-19, if you only focused on the media, everything is bad. But if you kind of peel back the layer of the onion a little bit, think about what's come out of this. Everybody's adopted technology more. I've got 65 and 70-year-olds who are using Zoom to do meetings with me, and they think it's great. They think it's kind of fun. If you would have told me 2 years ago I'd have retirees who are sitting down and doing Zoom meetings with me, I'd have said you were crazy. But today, they kind of like to do it. So the biggest thing that this media filter should try to do is, how do we kind of calm the fear factor and look behind what the media is kind of saying to them?